Hey, good morning, single moms. Good morning. Hashtag single moms level up. So I forgot my tripod. So I'm holding on to my phone so I can't do my hashtag little thing that I like to do. Um, it's been a rough weekend. It has been a rough weekend. I mean, some kind of stomach virus hit the house. So my grandson had it. My oldest grandson had it. I had it. His mama got it. Other grandmother got it. We think the baby grandson's got it. Child. And it is no joke. It just came up on me and just took me out. It was it was not right. It was not right. I just felt so out of control of my body because stuff was just coming out of everywhere. That's probably a little bit too TMI, too much information, but it's just one of those things. And as a single mom, what do you do when you're sick and the baby's sick too? That's just rough, That's rough, and it takes a lot out of you. So the good thing about that, believe it, there's still something good in that, is that I had taken some time off. I took some, like I did a 4-day weekend for myself. But this is how quick and fast things can change. I took a 4-day weekend off for myself. I was like, okay, I'm going to do some stuff for me. I'm going to do some self-care. Get a nap in. I'm going to rejuvenate and do a reset. There we go. I was going to reset, everything, because I knew I was a little off and I was tired and things of that sort. So I was going to do that. Turned out that my grandkids were going with their other grandparents. Excuse me. So, which I didn't know that was happening, but it just did. And then Thursday, I got the information that my godfather passed. And I was like, oh my gosh, I need to be at the funeral. And they live, near the border of Texas and Mexico. And I was like, well, I'm gonna make my way. I have the time to do it. I have time off. I can go do that and just do a turnaround trip. And so I was going to do that. And then, in talking with my godmother and everybody, and it just turned out that, maybe I should just stay because the weather was going to possibly have some weather situations going on. Just rain. But out here in Texas and in the South, when they say rain, you know that song from Tony? I don't know if you know this, but that song from Tony. It never rains in Southern California. I just woke up, y'all. Forgive the voice. But that song, it used to really upset me. I was like, it does rain in California. But I know now, people that are from the South, when you say rain out here, child, it's just like sheets and buckets of stuff and thunder and the cloud. It's a lot. So from here to what happens in California, it doesn't happen that often. It does rain in California, but not like that. It's a different type of rain. And plus out here in the South, when it rains, there's humidity. There's heat involved. So a lot of times in California, when it rains, it gets cold. But out here, it's hot. And it stays hot. It might go down a couple degrees, but as soon as that rain stops, it goes back up and the steam starts. Which I'm convinced that's what makes, people in the South stay, live longer. It's the humidity. That's what makes the skin be so, vibrant and moisturized. It's the humidity. I'm convinced that that's what it is. It's long life and moisturized skin. Yes. But anyway, so my weekend was a little rough. Because as single moms, what do you do when your kids are sick and you're sick? You take care of both of yourselves, even though in your mind you're going, dang, I should be doing this, I should be doing that, I should be doing laundry, I should be doing that. There's some times that we just got to say no to that stuff and just take care of yourself and your children. And that's it. Okay, the rest of it, it will be there. You'll get it done. It will get done at some point in time. But we can't overexert ourselves, because then we won't be any good to take care of our kids. And then the kids are not well. And it just will be a whole vicious cycle. So that's one of the things that I talked about, in the past 5 weeks, talking about the 5 areas of our lives. So that would be definitely our physical. We got to take care of our physical bodies. As what we got to take care of our physical bodies so we can take care of our, children's physical bodies when they're sick as well. And then when we're both sick, that's really hard, because we got to push through that. And the thing is that on the other side of us pushing through is strength. But we also got to know how to rest when we need to rest. So when the kids are asleep, especially when they're sick and you're homesick with them, or homesick, take a nap. How long, basically how long your kids sleep. Take a nap for half the time that they're asleep. And then the other half of the time, you could do a few things. But if you're sick too, then just lay down and sleep until they wake up. And then you wake up and do what you need to do. But we have to learn to not completely overexert ourselves, because if we're not up to our health and our physical capabilities, then it's hard for us to be there for them, and we're just giving them a half empty, a little bit, not even a half empty, but just what's left over of what we have to give to them. And that's, not the best of always, because, your temper can get short and you're not patient with them, and then you regret some things that you do or don't do because you were too tired or exhausted to do these things, and thinking about how you could have done some things better. And that comes from, we have to learn as we go. Unfortunately, that's how parenthood is we learn as we go, So I'm sitting here at my son's school. I dropped him off. I didn't drop him off. I'm here waiting for him to finish the school. So, of course, me being me, I am watching and being aware of my surroundings. Even though I'm recording, I'm, doing the best that I can for y'all. So, forgive the silence. Somebody just got in their car that was right next to me, and I just didn't feel like talking. Because, get out my business, get off my set. But anyway, I just wanted to come and talk to you, single moms. This is the second to the last session. Next week will be the last session for the Summer Series podcast. This is the Just Be Summer Series podcast that is being hosted by Single Moms Level Up, and I am that host. And I'm the creator of Single Moms Level Up, as well as the Single Moms Level Up private Facebook group. And so I will probably post this in there too, now that I think about it. I haven't been, but I think I'll post this in there too, because that way the people that are in the Single Moms Club can come over and watch the replays of the podcast. One of the things that happened to me, over the weekend was with this stomach virus, my body ached so bad. My body ached really bad. I also had gotten an adjustment from my chiropractor. So I believe I'm double jointed. Because I know that I can do a lot of things that most people can't. And I've been that way, most of my life. I think the doctors call it loose joints. but whatever you call it, I call it double jointed. And so I used to be able to crack my own back and whatever else, but since I've been in Texas, I actually have gotten into a few accidents, and none of them were my fault, which is crazy. But I've gotten into a few accidents, and so I got introduced to chiropractic sports medicine through an accident that I had. I think after I first got here, within, I think within like the first year that I got here, I got into an accident, and I wasn't even driving. I was a passenger, but it was a bad one, to the point that bad in that I got injured. And I had severe whiplash. I did not think that I would be able to walk and function without pain. But I can, and I do. But I'm now very aware of when I need to get an adjustment. And I'm aware. Wow. My throat just all of a sudden got dry. I'm very aware of my excuse me. Wow. So sorry. Okay. I have allergies too. I'm sitting with the windows down because I got my shade up. And my car is doing something weird, so I can't run the air without it overheating. So it says it's overheating, but I don't know. Anyway, so as I was saying, with me having this stomach thing going on, my body ached, and I also had gotten adjusted that earlier that day. But I picked up my grandson from school. Yeah, I picked up my grandkids from school. One of them went with their other grandmother. The other one came with me, and then he was going with his granddad. Wow, excuse me. I got a lot going on right now. Excuse me. Oh my gosh. That's just rude. I can't be controlled. But anyway, so the other one went with the other grandmother, and then it wasn't until we got home and we had eaten and everything, and I thought it was food poisoning, because what we ate and what we both were throwing up was what we ate. So anyway, it was throwing up, and then it was coming out the other way too for both of us, and it was crazy. But my body ached so bad. But I had gotten introduced to chiropractic sports medicine through a car accident. And so now I'm very aware of my body. And so I already knew I needed to be adjusted. So I went and got adjusted. And I did that for myself for my birthday, because my birthday is tomorrow. Yay, happy birthday to me. My birthday's tomorrow. And so I did that as a birthday gift to myself. And then I was planning on doing... What? That's how life is. So many distractions and things and noises and stuff going on that we still got to try to stay focused and do what we want, what we plan to do, and follow through. And if you can't, to do whatever you have to alternate or not alternate, but adjust to whatever has changed, and maybe go a different route of how you're going to do things. So what I'm saying is that I had a 4-day weekend, This is the 4th day. And because I took Friday off, Saturday, or my normal off days are Sunday, Monday. So I had a 4-day weekend. I didn't get to do all the things that I wanted to do, because I did the first thing. I went and got the chiropractic adjustment. Then got sick that night with my grandson. Was laid up in bed all day Saturday. Thursday, before all of this happened, I found out that my godfather passed away, and so I wanted to drive to that service, and so I ended up actually paying for a room to stay the night. Ended up not going because I got sick, and I was so sick that I couldn't focus or whatever because all this stuff was going on to call and cancel. But a lot of those places, it's a 24-hour, and I just made the reservation within the 24 hours. Anyway, I'm still going to try and call and see if maybe I can get something back. I know I may not get it all back, but I will call and see what could happen. What's the worst they could say is no, or all they could say is no, but whatever, I can try to see if I can get some of my money back from that. But so that didn't happen. So I had to adjust and be, flexible with that and adjust to that, adjust to the fact that I was at home, I was sick, had to let them know that I was not coming because I was sick and was laid up sick in the house all day Saturday, body aches, all kinds of things going on, front, back, all of it, just pain. Not able to keep anything down, not really able to eat too much, but still had to go to the store and get myself medicine. No, I didn't. I was able to send my son to go get to the store and get me some medicine. That's what helps when the kids get older, is if they're still with you or they're around, they can help you when you need some things. So I sent my son to the store to get me some medicine, and he did that, some ginger ale and some crackers. And that's what I survived on Saturday. And then Sunday, partially that day, I did the same thing. But these are the things that single moms that we go through when we're doing the majority of everything, if not all of it, by ourselves on a daily basis. So we learn to be flexible. We learn how to push through. We learn how to still take care of ourselves. And that's what those 5 areas of focus are all about, is how we still take care of ourselves as we're taking care of our children and others, in our relationships with other people and our finances and all these things that come up in life. Is when we take care of ourselves, we can do these things better. So I have learned to do this, and I'm still learning to do this, and I still go back to journaling like that in order to refocus and reset myself. So my boss had reached out and said, hey, do you want to come in? Do you want to switch your day off and come in Monday and then be off Tuesday, so that you can, because this flash sale, if something happened at work, there's a flash sale that's going on. A flash sale is usually only 4 days. So she's like, do you want to come in and so that you can get in on this flash sale, because the flash sale ends on Tuesday. To me, I was like, back in the day, I would have said, yeah, let's do that, because my mind would have been set on the money part of it. And, but since I've been talking about the focus journaling and doing this podcast for the summer, my mindset was different when she asked that question. So I took a moment and said, I didn't really get to do the majority of the stuff to help reset myself, because I was sick and I was sick and in pain and didn't do some of the things that I wanted to do. So I don't want to just jump back into going into routine and and just all the whole routine and rush of everything. I turned around and told her, no, I think I'm going to take Monday off. I'll be back on Tuesday. And when I get back on Tuesday, I'm going to be in a better mindset. I'm going to be I'll be in a better mindset and a better have a better outlook on everything. And I think I'll do better and serve my customers better because I will be taken care of because I've taken care of myself. So sometimes we have to think that way in order to serve other people better, and that includes our children. The assignment of that we are given as single moms is to serve our children better and to serve them the best of ourselves and to serve ourselves the best. And the only way we could be the best of ourselves to be of service to our children and any of our other relationships outside of our children and our family is to do better for ourselves. So that's what I'm doing this weekend, and I hope you are too. I just want to say I didn't turn the brightness up. Okay, for me to see the time. I don't want to go over time because I know as single moms we don't have a lot of time, and so I want to try to keep these little sessions down to 30 minutes. And I hope my whole video is not dark. I hope it's not dark. Oh my gosh, I didn't think about that. I hope my video is not dark because my screen was dark. Anyway, hello sunshine, here I am. So I hope you guys are doing well, and put in on the comments. There's somebody smoking, yay. Put in on the comments, what you do to take care of yourself and how you push through and how you've maybe said no to some things. Boys and their toys, y'all. How you say no to some things in order to take better care of yourself. There's I don't know what you call it, a contest, I guess, that is through Pure Leaf, that Pure Leaf does, and it's for moms, which you're going to say no to, and you can win some things. And my nose is now starting to run because this person is smoking, and my windows are down, and I'm allergic to smoke, and so now my nose is running. But anyway, I just wanted to share that with you guys. And this is one of the last sessions of the summer series Just Be podcast. My name is Bess Parks. I'm the host, and I want to say have a great day. Much love. Bye. Talk to you soon.